You got it.
This club's about winning trophies. I'm inexperienced in a lot of those things.
3-0.
Can you believe it?
Almost lost the cup and you win it. The new European champions, the treble, the dream come true for you.
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Football, bloody hell. But they never give in. And that's the winner.
Welcome to the American Red Devils podcast. I'm John.
I'm Alex.
And we are bringing you the best Manchester United news from this side of the pond.
Ooh, sir, how you doing? How you doing? A big 3-2 victory against the Scouse Bastards in the FA Cup fourth round. On to the next one, a big win against Klopp and his giant teeth. I'm feeling very fine. How you doing, sir?
The Scouse Bastards come to Old Trafford, put him to the sword, as we should. Greenwood with his finish, Rashford with his finish, and Bruno gets his free kick he should have had at the shit box. You'd love to see United rolling, playing confident, and I know, Scouse Bastards are thirsty for a win. They're on the decline. It's good to step on their throats, sir. Absolutely love it as a United fan.
You love it. I'll tell you one thing, sir. The excuse factory is running overtime at Anfield at the moment. I'm sure Klopp's got every excuse in the book. He's pulling them all out. Pitch was too short. Pitch was too long, too wet. Don't matter because it was a big win for Ole. It was a big win for the boys. And I'm glad they took it to the Scousers today. I think they lined up with intent. They brought it to them. And honestly, talked about in the hot take, those goals probably, I think we gave them goals and earned them on the other end. So I think a huge performance all in, grew into the game. Always to the wheel, baby. How does it feel?
It feels absolutely great. And like you said, it was I think an awesome performance. Team's pumped. They knew they should have beat them last weekend. They finally do it right. The key is the tight turnaround to Sheffield United. And where's the mentality at? We always talk about mentality on the pod. It's great that you beat the Scouse Bastards at the FA Cup. We're going on playing West Ham. But it's all about the league, and turning up against Sheffield United is arguably more important. And with a tight turnaround, some rotation coming in, we need to not have to tweet out that wake-up gift, sir. That wake up. I just don't want to be doing that. I had to do it today.
No, it's inevitable, right? United go down, battle back. You would think Sheffield, they're going to roll over for us. Of course they're not. Last time we played them, it feels like it was only like 6 weeks ago. They did not roll over. Tough team. They always are. Defend well. They're compact. They're hard to break down. But you're right. If if we go and we lose to Sheffield, the Blades, bottom place, then no one gives a shit about beating the Scousers in the FA Cup. Don't matter because title is what it's all about, and it's all about picking up points where you got to be picking up points, and that's at home against the team that's bottom of the table. So we got to do the business, and we got to take it to them with a strong 11, and I have a feeling that we're going to do so.
Yeah, it's great to win today. It was obviously a close game. To come from behind in those spots, I thought was big. But a comfortable, professional performance for 90 minutes end to end for United, keeping a clean sheet at home, beating the Blades 2-0, 3-0, getting Greenwood goals. I like to see something like that out of United versus this nervy, concede early type of stuff. So we got to get that monkey off our back and really focus for Sheffield United, sir. I'm nervous. I saw that Fulham game. I remember it was nervy.
I mean, you saw the Fulham game. Go watch the Sheffield game from 5 weeks ago. It was nervy. And I like what you said. I would love for us to just come out and do the business from minute one, just roll them, put the knife to them early. First half, it's done. You're making subs. I don't think that's going to be the case because we just haven't seen that yet. And this team, sir. It's a blood pressure sponsored football club. It's always about driving it up and up. But there are no easy games in the Premier League, and it's not going to be easy on Wednesday. But you have to go out there with a strong 11 and just take it to them and never give them a chance.
But credit to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sticking with Greenwood on the right. He gets that crucial goal to tie it up. I mean, I love that from Ole. He gets it. He's a striker himself. Give him time. Rashford, give him time. And what a ball from Rashford as well on the assist. I mean, I think Ole, you got to give him credit. he's stuck with these players in these tight spots. You could have said, hey, maybe Dan James, but Greenwood gets the rollout and he gets his finish. And that's huge for the youngster. Huge for building confidence, kicking on.
Yeah, you need players contributing goals, right? Beyond Bruno Fernandes, beyond Marcus Rashford, and beyond Cavani. Greenwood coming up with a big goal, a big assist back to Rashford. Rashford getting with a cool finish. You know, I feel like every time they threw a punch today, we threw it right back and hit him back. And I think we looked the more dangerous side throughout. It was an assured game. It was a big result, and now it's just about keeping it going, sir. You got to keep that momentum rolling.
Sir, feeling fine. Quick PSA for the podcast. If you like the American Red Devils, we are for fans, by fans. We have no ads, no sponsors on the podcast. We're not hawking anything off the internet machine. Just me and Alex in the bunker, sometimes virtual, getting you the biased fan take from the couch, sir. That is what we are good for. That biased, hate the Scouse bastards perspective. We all love it here at the American Red Devils. If you want to support us, we believe being supported directly by the fans is the way to go. That way we can be authentic and we can get that fan perspective out there on our blog as well as on the podcast. If you'd like to support us, we think the best way to do it is Patreon. Check out our page, www.patreon.com/American Red Devils. We have different tiers of sponsorship, anything from $1 a month to $20 a month. We're giving away stickers, pins, scarves, shirts. Check it out. And also, if you want to support us a different way, you can check out our online store, www.americanreddevils.com. You can click on merch. Also, check out our great fan-generated content. We had an awesome FA Cup preview blog that the actual official FA Cup Twitter handle responded to. Sir, official FA Cup account, they're tweeting at us during the game, too. I mean, I think we're hitting our stride here.
The American Red Devils are onto something, and it's part because it's for fans, by fans. Sir Vince with the match previews week in, week out, killing it. And we're getting a retweet from the official FA Cup account. 500,000 followers, not bad. If you want to contribute for the American Red Devils, reach out to us at americanreddevils@gmail.com. We'll see if we can figure something out. Another great way to support the pod is pick up some merch at our site, americanreddevils.com. You can check out our Shopify store. Also, read a review, sir. Up to 5 stars. We are killing it these days. Lots of cheeky banner coming in from all the fans around the world. We appreciate it. If you take a 5-star review and send a screenshot to americanreddevils@gmail with your mailing address, we'll get you some free stickers, new Stan Chow designed, free of charge. Sir, what else we got?
Sir, that is a wrap on the PSA. Let's get into it. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2, Old Trafford. 4th round of the FA Cup, sir. FA Cup. When you're winning the FA Cup, it's just a great competition, sir. One of the oldest competitions in football, and you'd love to win it, sir. I'd love for Ole to lift the FA Cup, maybe lift the league as well. What do you say? Do a double.
A double would be too sweet, almost too sweet. You know, I don't want to get that greedy, but I like winning, and FA Cup is a great opportunity to rest the team. We didn't really rest, but rotate a little bit. Hendo gets a start. Donnie gets a start. So I'm all about it, especially when you could take it to the Scouse Bastards twice in a week and get some revenge from last weekend. You know, we should have won last weekend. Took it to him today.
Sir, I'm feeling a double Ole burger with cheese, baby. We're gonna get that double.
I like that double. If you're hopping that 11?
Double stuffed Oreos, baby. Let's do it.
All right, that 11, we had Dino and net. Dave Saves taking the rest. Back 4 of AWB, Lindelof, Maguire, and Luke Shaw. A midfield of McTominay, Pogba, and Donny van de Beek. We had Greenwood on the right, Rashford on the left, and Cavani up front. So what did you make of the starting 11?
I mean, you said it right. You said it looked like Matic. It was actually Scotty McTominay playing up to Matic's level. I love this 11. Pogba, McTominay midfield. Like you said, we usually see the Pogba, Matic midfield. Donny gets the start. I was pumped with this one. A little surprised about Greenwood, but hey, he proved me wrong. And that back line, I think that's what we go with, and we bring in Bailly for the Blades.
Totally agree. I liked seeing Dino. I think he needs some minutes. I liked Bruno finally getting a blow. I mean, the guy's been playing so many minutes, needed a rest. Good opportunity for Donny van de Beek to start. And I like the intent. You got McTominay, Pogba, attack, Cavani up front. What's not to like about it, sir?
Sir, Pogba's new hair, I mean, absolutely on fire. I'd love to see that. I like the dude. What do you make of it?
Hey, the way he's been playing, he can do whatever he wants to his hair. And he can pull it off. I'll tell you what, if I showed up like that.
Sir, absolutely ball and cut from a baller right now. Paul Pogba can't do anything wrong. Can't do anything wrong with his hair. Can't do anything wrong on the pitch. You love Paul P playing lights out for Man United.
Dude, he's a high work rate, playing all over, top middle, bottom. He's playing some of the best football he's ever played for Manchester United, so it's great to see. Jumping into that first half, game opened open, much more open than it was a week ago. And it was actually United with an early chance there in the 10th minute. Greenwood and company on the break. But unfortunately, Mason picked out the selfish move, decided to take a shot on. Probably should have passed it to either Donny or Cavani in the box, but a good early chance for United.
No, absolutely. I think United here on the attack, we switch it up so often and we're not used to playing with each other. I mean, how many games does Cavani have? Just give them some time. They're going to get the chemistry right on. I thought we saw glimpses of it today, too, on the break. But, man, this front three looks absolutely dangerous.
You know, it does. And then you have to say it was a bit against the run of play. In the 19th minute, United's defense checking off.
Salah played in, and Mo Salah gives Liverpool the lead at Old Trafford. With 18 minutes gone, suddenly...
So you thought he was offside. I mean, to be that open, you would have figured he's offside. Sometimes ball gets slid in between Shaw and Maguire. Someone's got to be there.
Somehow. Well, you should like for him to be that open, he should have been offsides. But I saw the replays on by a mile. Like, we're absolutely snoozing at the back there. Should never happen. You know, this one was tough, sir. Like you said, it was against the run of play. I thought United were playing better. We were getting into those spots, and you know, sir, he's a good player. Hate to say it, but you know, good finish from him. But he was wide open. Should not be that open. United, Shaw probably to blame there.
He certainly stepped up. United seemed to turn it on a little bit more after we conceded this goal. We certainly looked the better team after we did concede. Didn't take long. In the 26th minute, United on the break.
You know, it was a foul by the Brazilian, but again, Craig Pawson keen on getting the advantage going. Manchester United were in possession, and it's a fantastic ball from Rashford, and the equaliser slotted in by Mason Greenwood. Well, that's what Manchester United do. They hit you on the break, and Rashford set it up, and Greenwood did the rest, and it's 1-1 in the cup tie.
1-1 in the cup tie, sir. Andy Robertson, what a twat. That does the scream move. I think that's what I used to do in like JV football, sir. If I wanted someone to drop a ball, that's like quite a luck. But what a goal, what a pass from Rashford, and what a finish from Mason Greenwood. Getting a lot of slag. Everybody talking shit about our 19-year-old. How do you like them apples?
Absolutely inch perfect pass. What a switch from Marcus Rashford. Then Greenwood gets it. Perfect touch and amazing finish past pretty darn good keeper. And I think he was sort of the blocker when we played them at the shit boxer at their house. But now Greenwood, ice cold finish from a young up and coming all-star, sir. He's going to be a Manchester United legend, Mason Greenwood.
Legend in the making. It's such a cool finish. You're absolutely right. We probably had as many big chances when we played the Scousers at Anfield, but today we took them, and we took the chances well. This was the first of them. Way to get back in the game, right? Just like exactly what was deserved. Punch back, game on. Let's go.
Yeah, and credit to Ole for sticking with Greenwood. You know, we've definitely you got to give the youngster a little bit of criticism. He's maybe been selfish, has been off, gone missing a little bit, but I mean, this is why you play him. And you see that he gets the ball in position, slots the finish. I mean, veteran stuff from Mason.
Yeah, we need as many players contributing to this run as we can, and it was inevitable. We had to get Greenwood up and running. Feels like he's up and running, sir. It's good to see. You know, basically the rest of the half, there wasn't too much doing. 35th minute, it was a decent chance for Pogba from a header. He actually blasted over. That was about it for the first half, sir. 1-1 headed into it. What do you think Ole was saying to the boys?
Look, I think other than that just terrible defensive positioning on the Salah goal, we were the better side. Like, more of this. Let's take it to them. Especially, I loved how after they scored, we're not getting this like poopy pants attitude. We're actually getting mad. Like the Bruno Fernandes. He's not even on the pitch, but you kind of feel it. Like, United get scored on, they feel like they've been wrong, then they go make it right. And that's what you want to see from a team, like class mentality. So keep it going. That's what I say.
No, that's the right mentality, and it seemed like that's how they opened in the second half. United came out the better team, really going at the Scousers. And, sir, it didn't take too long. In the 48th minute, Marcus Rashford.
Linders. Well, it's missed by Williams, and Manchester United are in here in the shape of Marcus Rashford. He doesn't miss, and Reece Williams makes the mistake. Pickford pounces, and Manchester United, who were 1-0 down, have turned another game around here.
Well, there's another ball in behind Liverpool that's caused problems. He's frustrated. Tried to make the interception.
Klopp's always frustrated, bro. What do you expect? What a goal. What a pass from Mason Greenwood. Nice finish from Rashford. Advantage United, right?
Rashford is red. I mean, unbelievable finish. You know, Marcus Rashford, you play him on the left, that's what you get. You know, he's been doing a lot on the right, but on the left, you know, there's a reason Martial was on the bench today. This was unbelievable from Marcus Rashford. What a finish. Again, Alisson just getting cut up. You love to see it. Sir, you don't like Alisson much. You're telling me about it during the game.
Sir, I don't think there's a Scouse I like much. That whole Milner, Robertson, I mean, Thiago, it's like, I don't like any of them. The whole lot.
You're really rubbing his face. You really don't like Alisson.
They really talked up Alisson like he's like the greatest keeper of all time. All their players apparently are the greatest of all time in their position. So it's all very good to see.
Sir, liver who? I mean, this is just too easy. We're just like slapping around the pitch. They got nothing anymore, sir. Top of the table.
That's what you thought. I mean, I was like, United just pulling the strings, back in control. And then 59th minute, damned if you do, United letting them back into the game. It was Mo Salah again.
Manchester United, the job is certainly not done yet. And Firmino and Milner lets it run. Salah's there, and Salah doesn't miss.
Salah doesn't miss. Rashford doesn't miss. Who misses? This all came from actually Cavani giving it away when we were trying to play out of the back. Cavani looked good all day, and unfortunately, as you said, sir, if you're going to miss that ball, you cannot miss it short. You have to miss it long, and he misses it short, and they turn it over. Shame on us. We got caught out. There you go, 2-2.
You know, if you had to take a look at it, if you watch the tape from the last game, it was like, what are we doing playing out the back? You know, at certain positions, it's like playing out the back is good at certain times of the game. Obviously, the high press, we're trying to get in behind, but when you're up and, you know, there's certain spells of play where you just need to get it out. This was one of them. It's a self-inflicted wound, and it's almost amazing when we played them last weekend and we didn't give this goal up. So it's actually good we did it with a goal lead versus the 0-0 in their house. But this was coming even if you watch the last game.
Yeah, I agree. But you have to be said, it's like when it works really well and they're vulnerable. And when it doesn't, they make you pay. And today, they certainly made us pay.
Up by one, boot it to Cavani. Boot it.
It's still pretty early in the game, but I tend to agree. It's like you don't always have to play out of the back. Sometimes when they're really throwing bodies forward, just chuck it up. Cavani's up there; he's pretty big. So, you know, we got Pogba; he's pretty big.
They got inexperienced center backs. You got Rashford; he can flick on. The flicks on. It's like it seems to me like stretch him. I obviously you're giving the ball back, but just not in that dangerous of an area. And this goal doesn't happen without that. So look, I'm just complaining. We know how the game went, sir. Keep going,
sir. We know how the game went. In the 66th minute. Hey, it's nice to have options. Bring on Fred and Bruno for Donny van de Beek and Greenwood. What'd you make of the day that Donny and Greenwood had?
I think Donny played well. I mean, he was instrumental in the build-up. One of the goals, I think he made things tick in the middle of the park. I thought he played well. He's the perfect backup to Bruno. The problem is Bruno's undroppable. You know, you got to have a backup. It's not Jesse Lingard. We'll get to that a little later. So is Donny van de Beek. And look, hey, you're the backup to, you know, the player who can't be dropped. That's life.
It's not a bad place to be in. You're playing behind one of the best 10s in the world, arguably the best 10 in the league. And he's playing lights out football. It's great for Donny to get some game time. I thought he played really well. Tidy. He's always tidy with the ball. Gets it out of tough spaces. And Greenwood, what a game he had. Due for a big game. Goal and an assist. And then you bring on, we need Fred to lock down the park, and we need Bruno because you need that magic. I like those subs. Right after the subs, it was probably one of the best chances for Liverpool in the second half. Big save from Dino to Nai Salah, a hat trick. Dino didn't have to do much today, but this was a big one.
Hey, I think he played well. The one goal I think the second goal went through his legs. Maybe De Gea gets that one, but he was solid at the back. You love to see it.
Solid at the back. His distribution was good. No doubt about that. And then 70th minute, Mane escapes with a yellow on Fred. Double studs up. I don't know. Could have been red in a different game, sir. Anyway.
This is straight red. It's like what VAR is looking at the Shaw. I'm trying to look for consistency. The Shaw like barely touched his ankle, got basically a red card pulled back. And then this one, Mane, like malicious intent, foot's up, going high, and all through it, and there's no VAR check. It's just like, this is the problem with VAR, sir. We can go on all day. I'll leave it at that.
It's an orange for sure. It's definitely like yellow is generous. But anyway, we're not going to whinge. I'm not Jurgen Klopp.
The biased fan take, it's a red.
Yeah, exactly. Biased fan take, it's a red. Jurgen Klopp, if it was the other way, he would say a red. We ain't Jurgen. Let's talk.
It's a red.
Exactly.
Klopp gets the boot. Give Salah a red for scoring too much. That's how it goes.
Speaking of a player who scores too much, sir, they had the audacity to say that Bruno Fernandes is not a big time player, sir. In the 78th minute, this is what he had to say about that.
Bruno Fernandes takes it, scores it, and does the magic again. This time as a scoring substitute to give Manchester United back the lead, but they lost. And so equalised to make it 2-2.
Woo, sir. I mean, what can be said? What hasn't been said about our Portuguese Magnifico? What a player. I love it. You don't even need to start him. Bring him off the bench. The mentality's already there. This Cavani, it's rubbing off, but Bruno, when you need it, Fred, take a step back, mate. Let Bruno take the ball.
Sir, I think I said it. I was like, he's going to score this one before he hit it. I mean, the angle, how tight it was. I think the best part about Bruno finishing this, the placement was just unbelievable. But the best part by far is Thiago ducking. Like, all I hear is like, there's a 0-0. Like, Scouts Bastards look terrible, and everyone's talking about how like he's world class. Thiago. Everyone talking about him. We were playing in England. You line up in a wall. You put your mug on the wall like you want to win it, and he ducked like the baby bitch he is. And Manchester United go up 3-1, sir. Absolutely, you love to see it. Hate the Scouse Bastards.
3-2, sir. It should have been 3-1, but you're absolutely right. I hate to say it. It's like they were like, oh my God, Thiago, what a player in the last game. Oh my God, Thiago, what a player. It's like, first of all, Bruno's like a million times better. Pogba's better. Donny Van de Beek's not going to be better. And that's everything you got to know, bro. It's like you're playing in England. You're trying to win this game, and you're the last. He's the only guy in that wall, bro. He is the only fucking guy in that far wall, and he ducked like a little bitch. And it's like,
right at it, hit him right in
trust
the
me,
dome.
he could have blocked that goal, bro. He could have been the hero, taking it right in the head, concussion protocol. Put on somebody else, but mentality, sir. He's soft. He joined the perfect team.
Yeah, exactly. That sums up, the Scouse Bastards at the moment. And I think, you know what? McTominay would have taken that right off the dome, bro. He would have. Like
thank you, sir. May I have another, sir. He said, thank you, sir. May I have another. Oh, what a game. I love this. Where is it? I just can't help it today. It's so much fun. Anyway, 86-minute sub. Martial came off Rashford. Fortunately, this was a forced one. Looked like Rashford went down with an injury. Knee. Apparently getting a scan tomorrow. You don't like to see that. 89th minute, Cavani smacks the post with a great header after a textbook back post curler from Bruno Fernandes. This should have been the game. So that's how you head the ball.
That's Cavani like dunking, bro. He had like the full can opener motion, power on the header, off the post. Crushes you as a United fan. You're like, when are we just going to get one of those late game goals where we can just rest easy? But instead, it's going to be nervy.
Maybe Sheffield, sir. Maybe Sheffield. That was it. That was all she wrote. 3-2 United, sir. United fans are feeling.
I love this game.
Feeling good. I'm certainly feeling that way. Just like jubilation. Just like it. This is one of the last boogeymans in the league for Ole to take care of, and we haven't done it in the league yet, but beating Klopp finally. It feels big for this team. It feels like a big moment. Like, all right, no big deal. On to the next one. Back to business.
Absolutely. This is a big win. Obviously, you're talking 4th round FA Cup, but against a big side after we drew, gave us confidence. We put them to the sword, and it's great. This is going to do a lot for us in the league table, especially if we can kick on to Sheffield United. The team is believing. Ole's process is working. wonderfully this year. I mean, you see it all coming together. And I also like how he's trusting his players. He knows who he can put out there and who can deliver. This team's going down. They're fighting back. It's all coming together, sir. And like you said earlier, it's like Greenwood just got his goal. Wait for him to get more. Rashford, the same. Hopefully it's not a big injury, but we're going to see that attack start firing on all cylinders. And I think United is going to be in it to win it this year.
No, absolutely. And it's a big win at a big time. And it really just takes the wind out of the Scousers' sail at the right time. So now it's about kicking on. And you have to say, Ole got the rotation right, got the starting 11 right, got the subs right. I mean, our manager, our PE teacher that everyone slags off, it seems to be learning on the job and getting better.
Exactly. And you know what? I hate to say it, sir. We were actually playing the Champions League music before the podcast just because it's so sweet to hear that tune. It's almost like a blessing that we don't have to worry about that and we can just focus on the league because it's so crazy. Adding that in, we might slip on the banana peel, so to speak, you know?
And we still might, unfortunately, but you're right. It's like, you know, because now we were even talking about when you're in a title race, you don't have to worry about top four the same way because it's just like, it doesn't feel like that thing where it's, you know, right below it and worrying about how many points we need to get into it. Priorities have changed. You know, the goalposts have shifted, as they say, and it's a good feeling at the moment because this team is starting to believe, and I think the players are only getting better, and this 11 can only get better. It's like I think we've only seen second or third gear for this side, and that's arguably in spats of it, not even at 90 minutes. So I'd love to see us just roll Sheffield because it's been too nervy, sir. These league games have been way too close.
Yeah, we need to just like hit 5, get that Ferrari in the fourth gear, sir. Match stats. Scouse Bastards 58% of the ball. T United is 42%. Shots on target 5 for the Scouse Bastards to 6 for the Scouse Bastards to R5. Corners 5-4. Fouls 9-8. Should have been a double yellow on Fabinho. Should have been a straight red for Mane. Sir, refs absolutely robbing us, but we still come away with the win nonetheless. Match reaction: Manchester United have eliminated Liverpool from the FA Cup proper for the 10th time in the competition's history. Only Liverpool themselves have knocked out a particular side more times, and that is Everton, who they've done that to. Liverpool have won just one of the last 15 matches at Old Trafford, damn straight. And Manchester United have won each of their last 8 home games in the FA Cup. Only from 1908 to 1912 have they had a better winning run on home soil in the competition. And Liverpool has lost back-to-back games in all competitions for the first time since March 2020, sir. How sweet it is to be a United fan these days. And since becoming Manchester United manager in December 2018, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has beaten Jurgen Klopp, Marcelo Bielsa, Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Thomas Tuchel, Carlo Ancelotti, Ralph Hasenhüttl, Nagelsmann, Mauricio Pochettino. Quite some PE teacher, sir. You put that one in. And I'll tell you what, Manchester United will play West Ham. You forgot to add David Moyes to that list of legendary managers.
Sir, managers that have a below 50% win average, they don't get put on the list.
Manchester United will play West Ham. David Moyes, tactical genius at the helm, in the 5th round of the FA Cup on February 10th. So if we didn't need another match, we got another match, sir. We'll play Moyes.
Sweet. February 10th, isn't that like tomorrow? That's like a week away.
Sir, I just focus on the next game. I'm like Paul P. Just focus on the next game. That's all we do here at the American Red Devils. That's all we're focused on, next game.
And that's the right priority, right? I would think so. On to the next one.
Let's what do we know? Let's hear from our manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Hi, Ole, it's Ian from Sky here. Listen, many congratulations. Just how pleased were you with your team's performance today, and how satisfying is it for you?
It's fantastic to go into or win games against obviously last year's champions, a fantastic team, and we've had good results over the last couple of years. Playing different systems, but this time we play on our terms as well. We've found a way that we believe in, the players believe in, and we're getting stronger and stronger. Mentality to come back, being 1-0 down. We've shown that so many times this season, and I feel physically as well we're stronger and stronger, and we last the games much more. Sorry. Yeah, Ian.
Yeah, you talk about getting stronger and stronger. I mean, here you are, you're top of the table. You've just beaten Liverpool to get through to the next round of the FA Cup. Do you sense that you are going from strength to strength?
Of course, we look at the difference from a year ago or 6 months back. So you can't take too many big strides at one point, but we gradually, layer by layer, getting better and better, winning tight games. So you have the morale and the confidence, of course, is very good.
Hi, Ali. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
A goal and assist for Mason Greenwood. He stood a bit wider than he typically does. Was that a tactical approach from you?
Yeah, Mason's and Marcus's position today were a little bit wider than we normally do. Of course, we know that if you're too condensed against a Liverpool side, if you can let them defend narrow, they'll win the ball off you and counter-attack off you very quickly. Two very good goals. Mason's first, I thought he composed himself really well. I thought the ball bounced and he had to wait for it. Very good finish. Same for Marcus. He had to wait for it, but he slotted it really nicely. So very pleased with the two of them.
Sunset.
We don't need to hear what Simon Stone has to say. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer playing it straight as usual. What do you think about the manager's comments today, sir?
Dude, Ole, Mr. Nice Guy. I've come to love it. In the beginning, a lot of drama. You got the Sanchez, you got the Pog drama, and he just keeps it light, keeps it easy. There's nothing to see here, and that's what it should be. Focusing on results on the pitch. Less drama. Just more winning and more Ole, Mr. Nice Guy. I love to see it.
It's like that Departed quote. It's like, you got to treat him like mushrooms, keep him in the dark and feed him shit. And it's like, he's gotten so good. It's true. It feels like he's gotten really good at managing the press because he just gives them so little and like into the dressing room, defends the players always, and also shoots it straight. Like, he's not a fucking excuse maker. He's not a bullshitter. He shoots the players straight, shoots the United fans straight. I think that's good to hear. A little reminiscent of, another manager that we really rated, Sir Alex Ferguson. He throw even more shots at the press, and I think Ole will once he starts winning some silverware and has that kind of like chip off his, that thing off his shoulder that he has to prove. But, sir, I like what I'm hearing from my manager these days.
He was a little more combative. Ole just keeps it high level, and you like it. I mean, he did say he was quoted after the match talking about how Sheffield's going to be a big test. He's like, it's great that we won, everyone's sky high, but how do we show up against Sheffield United? That's the tough game. So the rainy days, Stoke, that's where titles are won and lost. Sheffield United at home on Wednesday. Sir, and speaking of next match, we got Sheffield United at home. Wednesday, January 27th, noon 12:15 Pacific. Sir, I don't know why we're getting these 15s. Where are they dropping these 15s in? How does this work?
Hard to say.
3:15 Eastern. We can just remind every Manchester United fan listening to the podcast, we are top of the table, sir. It feels absolutely great. Oh, my God. Sir, the table I think you put in here, I don't know if it has any points in it, though. That's the only problem.
No, it's next to the colors. So if you
40 points for Manchester United, Man City 38, Leicester City 38, Liverpool 34. Sir, you love to see 6 points between us and the Scouse Bastards. The only trick is City have a game in hand. So if they win that game in hand, I was trying to figure out when that was. I did not figure out when they're going to be playing that one. So if anyone knows, please tweet us. Also, you got Everton with 2 games in hand. They're at 32. So, if they won that, they'd be at 38. They'd be in the mix as well, sir. It's going to be a crazy title race. Every game matters. Every game is a cup final. That's why Sheffield United, even though they are very poor in the table, that we got to be putting the sword to them big time at home. Lifetime versus Sheffield United, we've won 46, drawn 16, lost 34. First time we played, November 25th, 1893, Sheffield United versus Newton Heath. We lost 3-1, sir, in the first division.
Well, let's turn the trick and win 3-1 on Wednesday. I take that scoreline.
Coming into the match, Sheffield United, they beat Newcastle, lost to Tottenham big, and then they beat Plymouth Argyle barely yesterday in the FA Cup 4th round. So look, They're a poor side. They're suffering. They were great last year. Everyone remembers, was it the 3-3 tie thriller that we played last season? Unbelievable, sir. Let's hope we can make it 3-0. Manchester United absolutely kill the Blades.
No, because as you remember, last time we played them this season, we gave them an early goal, had to do all the hard work to fight back into it. We should just do it the easy way. Just never give them a chance, never give them a second. Hit them early, hit them often. Rotate in the second half. That's the dream. Ain't happening. I mean, I gotta. If you think it is, sir, I got a bridge to sell you.
Little history on Sheffield. Formed in 1889 as an offshoot of the Sheffield United Cricket Club. So football's not even their first sport. Nicknamed the Blades due to Sheffield's history of steel production. A little history in 1889. Neapolitan baker named Rafael Esposito invents pizza margherita, named after the queen consort of Italy, Margherita of Savoy. This is the forerunner of modern pizza. We grew up in New Jersey. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Favorite food, sir. Absolutely love pizza. Dying for some good East Coast pizza.
Dying for some good East Coast pizza. Can't get it anywhere near us, sir. Pizza shit in California. Ugh. But OG Kush, 1889. That's when it started. Neapolitan. I think they did it best in New York, sir. But, that's where it started from.
We like pizza so much we can have a pizza podcast, but maybe later.
Maybe later.
Sheffield United have played home games at Bramall Lane since their formation. Unfortunately, I love that name, Bramall Lane. If they get relegated, we'll miss it. Sheffield United won the Football League in 1898, FA Cup 1899, 1902, 1915, and 1925. So they're world beaters back in the day. They were beaten finalists FA Cup 1901, 1936, and reached the semifinals 61, 93, 98, 03, and 014. Probably too much information on Sheffield United for everyone. But look, they play in red and white stripes. We all know that. Their closest rival is Sheffield Wednesday, with whom they contest the Steel City Derby. I absolutely love that. Steel City Derby, baby.
Sheffield, that's where Harry Maguire comes from, sir. They make them hard there. Hard as iron. Iron sharpens iron, something like that. I don't even know what the saying is now, but I can imagine the Steel City rivalry, the Steel City Derby is a fun one to watch.
Absolutely. Physio room checking with injuries. Marcus Rojo, he's probably out the door. Boca Juniors, Argentina, that's the latest. Facundo Palestri, he's out with COVID and also might be going on loan. We'll get to that later. B-Dubs is a knock. Rashford picked up the knee injury. He's getting the scan, like we said. Phil Jones cashing those checks, sir. Given those injuries, what is your lineup?
Sir, this is who I've got for the Wednesday matchup against the Blades. I've got Dave Saves net, world number 1. Who else? I got a back 4 of AWB, Bailly, Maguire, and Tellus. Let's give Shaw a blow. I'm going to do a midfield of Matic, Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes, and a front 3 of Martial, Greenwood on the right, and Cavani up top. Let's go for the win. Let's put him to death. Save Rashford for the weekend. We got the Gunners.
All right, sir. My lineup, Dave Saves in net, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'm doing Bailly, Maguire, same. Tellus, left back. Matic, Pogba, Bruno. I'm going to do Martial, Cavani, and Rashford on the right, sir. I'm not going to steal your lineup completely.
I hope Rashford makes it. Either way, I think that's a strong 11. Get a little rotation. We're in a good place. We got, we can rotate players, bring players in. Hasn't been the case for the last couple of years, but it's a good deal. Like bring in Bruno Fernandes or Martial.
Absolutely, and United are heavy favorites, minus 400 to beat Sheffield, plus 500 for the draw. For Sheffield United to win, plus 1100. Big time favorites. Bruno, plus 350 to score number 1. Cavani next with Rashford, plus 360. Then Martial and Igalo, plus 400. Igalo. Like to see him get in before he goes back to China, sir. What about you?
I would like to. I don't know if it's in the cards. I'd like to see the player that's rated right after him, Amad Diallo, even in front of Mason Greenwood, the plus 420, sir. I'm more excited about seeing him feature. Igalo, great story. I think at this point we've almost outgrown Igalo a little bit. But Diallo, he's the one everyone's keen to see.
So you're cold-blooded. You just toss a Gallo out like that.
You know me.
You got the young right winger coming in. You're just like a Gallo. See ya. Get back to Shanghai Shenzhou.
He's like, dude, he's a solid player. I think he still can play in the Premier League. It's just that
He's a United fan.
No, it's great. It's great.
Dude, I love Igalo. It's a shame
you should start him against Liverpool then, sir. Why wasn't he in your 11? You haven't put him in your 11 one time, sir. You're a big Igalo fan.
I like him off the bench.
Yeah, there you go.
I like him off the bench. I like his hold-up play. He's like a poor man's Cavani. You know, like we could have used him a little bit.
You probably could have used him during Cavani's suspension, to be honest. I'm surprised we never saw him.
Exactly. Sir, got some news.
Score prediction first.
I'm going to say 3-0. Manchester United get the clean sheet. Let's do it.
I'm going to say 3-2, sir. United goes down early, fights back. We never do it the easy way. This is Manchester United.
United the news. Sir, we got some Manchester United news. First things first, I'm going to say, I'm literally watching on my TV right now. Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the NFC Championship. Going to the Super Bowl. Why does that matter? The Glazers scum own Tampa Bay as well, sir. They're winning there. They did it with some older players, you know. Tom Brady now bringing Cavani into United. Hopefully this is good for their financial portfolio. Maybe some of that money might come back to United. I don't know, but I'm just saying, interesting seeing Tampa Bay getting to the Super Bowl. That was kind of a.
Did they do it by underinvesting in their team and just giving their manager impossible odds?
No, they did a big investment in Tampa Bay, and then it's like it's working well. So now you have United underinvested, and United are doing well. I think it's time for them to invest in United like they did with Tampa Bay. Clearly, we're talking about the Glazers scum. I'll be writing a blog about the financial situation at United, but something's got to give. Something's got to give.
And, I'm not, no disrespect to Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but, Manchester United and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this is like apples and oranges, my man. It's like,
but that's the problem is they own the Bucs, and obviously the Bucs have been terrible. And then now they did this big offseason investment. Then they didn't invest in United. It seems like they're kind of all in on the Bucs, and as they own us. It's unfortunate, but they do own us, right? And so you're right. Why would you invest in the Buccaneers when you own Manchester United?
I mean, maybe because it's close. They live in Florida, and they get more slagged off because all the Tampa fans are pissed at them, and they don't probably meet a lot of Manchester fans in Florida where they're hanging out. But
I'm just saying, it's like that Disney story. They got what was it? The Scrooge. He's got the cold heart. And then maybe they find out we invest in our team. They win. Our fans love us. You can win and make money and have your fans like your franchise instead of the other way around. And then they realize that they should do the same with Manchester United. And then we win every league from here on out ever till the end of time. And it's a happy movie, sir. I could sell the script. We should write it. I'll sell it to Disney.
Dude, this Scrooge family ain't growing no heart of gold anytime soon, sir. They ain't turning good anytime. I don't care if Bucks win 3 Super Bowls in a row. What they should see is that this team has so much youth and promise. A good coach who's learning on the job with a lot of young players. The crime is not investing now, sir. It's like Upamecano busted out £42 million, get a center back. It's like that's the crazy shit. This team is on the edge of achieving something. Maybe COVID is their excuse, but it's really that there's only 58 million quid on the balance sheet and they're broke as a joke.
No, it really comes down to one person. That's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he was given nothing, nothing he wanted. If you think about what Manchester United should have access to, the financial might they have, what they should have done in the transfer window, and he is able to do what he can with this team. I mean, that's really who all the accolades go to. But that should show the owners that you should have confidence in investing in who Ole wants, right? I think this is proving that his philosophy, the way to run the dressing room, and trusting the process with his players is what to do. And hopefully they realize that, sir. Hopefully one day they wake up, maybe after they win the Super Bowl, and they realize they got to start cutting checks for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Speaking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he has sanctioned Lingard's loan move per ESPN, the Lingard saga. Apparently he's going to be headed out, might be loaned to the Blades. What do you make of this? It's only a loan. The classic Ed Woodward, give him the big money deal. can't sell him. Similar with Rojo, similar with Jones, the whole deal on and on and on. So we're just seeing the same thing with Jesse. No one wants those wages.
No one wants his wages. I bet we're about to renew his contract. If I know United, I know Ed Woodward. He needs the minutes. He's not going to get playing on this team. If Donny Van de Beek can't get a start, Donny Van de Beek's a much better player than Jesse Lingard. So he needs the minutes. If he goes and plays for Sheffield United, he even helps him get up, shines a little bit. Maybe we can at least get him off the books. We're not making any money anytime soon, but just like move him on. It's good to have players who are not going to feature for the team out, and you don't want them just hanging about collecting a paycheck, because you want only people that are contributing to the team, week in, week out, that are there for the long term on the squad. So sooner the better. We got to get this Deadwood out, sir. It's been lingering for a while.
Yeah, you got to get Deadwood out, and you got to get Jesse minutes, because, hey, if you played for Sheffield United last season, or anyone in the EPL last season, like, you could get a look at him and evaluate your player while getting his wages off the books to be able to be more flexible. I just think the problem is we give these players the bumper deals are so big that it's hard to get them off the books. But, wish Jesse the best. It's sad, sir. He was doing the moonwalk at the Emirates. You thought he was going to be included in this whole thing. When we went to see PSG, Ole's at the wheel for the first time, that big streak, he was involved, and then now he's nowhere near it. You hate to see a player fall out like that.
No, you do, because there've been other players that aren't even like featuring quite as much, but they still probably have a role. He doesn't have a role. It's like he's been eclipsed, and it's it's the right thing to do is now just move on. Hopefully, he can have a decent career at another club. He's won a couple pieces of silver at United. We're all gonna wish him the best, but it's just like he ain't got no future. So, time to move on.
Next bit of news per the Daily Mail, Facundo Pellistri, his agent says Manchester United will look to join a La Liga club on loan. Love this one as well. Get him playing time. He's playing U23 at the moment, probably in between that and the first team. But they've kind of made the call. He's not ready. Get him on loan.
No, it's totally right. He's probably too good for the U23. He's not quite good enough for the first team. Go play in Spain. Not quite as physical, but technically it's really high, so he got to run out, get minutes. It's exactly what he needs. Probably needs an extra year before he's ready to play in the English Premier League. So, sir, I've got a little player called Amad Diallo, and apparently he is ready to rock, ready to go, ready to take his starting spot. Maybe not in the starting 11, but he's going to feature on the bench pretty soon, I imagine. Sir,
he is so ready to rock that the Fantasy Premier League game just added him in. You can pick him up for $5.5 million a year. Amad Diallo, it's official when he's in Fantasy EPL. Speaking of our Fantasy EPL league, sir, the update for January, Super Vegito XI is top of the table, first place. Then Fantastic 15. Then we got MOLFC. And then Arlington Red Devils. Shout out to Ulrich. He's a big fan of the pod. We hear from a lot every week on Twitter. And then Ole's at the wheel from Ole Fox. So nowhere near the top five are you and me. I'm 21st. You're 62nd, sir. You were 100th before. You've been climbing up the table. So, congrats to you. What was the big strategic move you made to get to 62nd?
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. The tactic has not changed materially. It's just that United's been playing a lot better. So Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, even my boy Maguire at the back, I got him in. He could have contributed with some goals. He should have 5 more goals over the last season and a half for Manchester United. But that's part of it, sir. I'm 66. I'm not doing great.
And then the last bit of news here, sir, is going to be a riot. NBC Sports Network to shut down by the end of the year. NBC Sports got the EPL rights. They give us the studio. Arlo White on the mic. We've had our Twitter beef with Arlo White. We've gone back and forth. We tried to tell him, hey, Arlo, you're a little biased. He came back at us. Who are you?
Who are you?
we told him, you're the B team, bro. I'd rather be listening to Gary Neville on Sky Sports. What are you doing that is so good? Graham Lasso, I don't even know who you are.
Speaking of who are you?
Yeah, who are you? So this ragtag crew. Look, we watching the EPL as long as we have, you had some ESPN way back in the 07, picking up the Champions League.
Then
Fox
you had
Sports. Fox Soccer was pretty bad. They were really bad.
Really bad.
NBC did it right. They did the big money, studio, everything. The only problem is the talent, I think, on the announcing and the commentary wasn't that great, even though they thought they were really great. And now they're cutting the channel. It's not like they're firing everyone at anyone on the Premier League, but what I read, and it's not really public, the channel's going to be shut down by the end of the year. Then they're going to migrate sports to the USA Network and then NBC proper, which we've already seen a little bit of. And then I think everything else is going to Peacock. So I really think they might do some layoffs with NBC Soccer. I don't know. I would actually think they're doing a good job. They're one of the best properties. The bid comes up at the end of the season, so they're going to have to rebid for the rights, I think, for the next 5 years at the end of the year. I could see them lean on Sky and maybe just give us a straight Sky commentary, and that way our boy Arlo White hit the bricks, bro. Go announce NASCAR.
You know what I got to say about Arlo and the boys? You know what I got for them?
I wouldn't even let them on the bus after the match. I get a taxi back to Manchester.
I mean, honestly, it's like I agree with you. NBC Sports, they came out and it seemed like they were pro. They were doing it right. And then I feel like as it got more and more popular, they just started feeding certain narratives. You know, they didn't really upgrade the crew. Like, you got to get better than Arlo White. You had to get better than Graham Lasso, dude. Go through his CV. It ain't much.
It's not better. It's just, why don't you just give us the Sky feed? I mean, NBC has a partnership with Sky. They could literally give us Gary Neville direct. Why have Arlo White? There's no reason to. So I think what they're realizing is like they could literally cut this channel, trim it up a little bit, and then just give us the direct feed, which is what we want anyway, and everyone wins, and then they don't have to pay Arlo White's salary, whatever he's making.
Best of both worlds. And sir, as we found out, we'll tell our Patreon members how to, but the Sky Sport feed is much better. It's like 1,000,000 times better than NBC Sports. So if they are doing some kind of Sky relationship by next season and just cutting them out completely, I think fans are going to benefit from this, no matter who you support, because the quality is like 100 times better. It's not even comparable, to be honest.
No, but it's also like, I'm not like some people might consider myself a troll, but like, we didn't say anything mean to Arlo White. All we told him was like, hey, you're being a little biased against Manchester United. You should try to be not biased, and then he like clapped back like really hard. Like, who are you? And it was kind of like, number one, why are you responding to us on Twitter? Like, and so I don't know. I just think that kind of got a bad attitude, and that it comes through, sir. It really impacts the broadcast. It's just give us the Sky feed directly. So let's hope for that next year. Who knows? We'll keep it posted here. Obviously, who owns the rights in America is a big thing, because we already got to deal. It looks like we're dealing with Peacock for the long term, and I know how everyone feels about Peacock, sir.
But the rights are up for sale again, right? Aren't they, at the end of the season?
Yeah, but everything points to them getting the bid. ESPN could pick it up. The problem is, like, you watch a game on Peacock, there's no pregame, no postgame. So it's really strange. We're kind of in this, who knows what's going to happen with NBC.
But John, their pregame and postgame is shit. It's like complete garbage, their pregame and postgame.
Sir, it's missable compared to Sky. So just give us the Sky feed. That's all we want. I'm sure NBC execs are listening to the pod. Big fans. They listen to us. Arlo White out. All right, fan questions. Checking in with all the cheeky banner. Thank you for everyone messaging us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Starting at United Red Devils, quote, how the hell are we out of the Champions League with this team, sir? We were listening to that music. How are we out of the Champions League?
Hey, man, Fergie dropped out of the Champions League with a lot of good teams. It just happens, and I think we talked about it earlier in the pod. It might be a blessing in disguise at the end of the day. You win the double. Fuck the double. You win the Premier League. No one's going to give a shit about dropping out. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do there, but we got next year for the Champions League, sir. We're at this point, we're not even worried about top four, qualification, because we're in it, bro. It's like we're not looking up, we're looking down, and that's a good place to be.
No, and I also think part of the reason we're out of the Champions League is because we're not the finished article. Cavani just came in. There's a lot of things like Ole's learning on the job. I think also getting bounced out was a big moment for the team to kind of like, that's either going to destroy you or you're going to come together too. Right. I think we've shown. We've grown a lot since then. It's if you think about that game against RB, it's like what we've been through since then, how many matches we played through the holidays, everything. This team is really gelled. You also think of Pogba. Think of the comments by Riola before that match, losing that match, the low, and now Paul P, new hairstyle, strutting around the pitch, doing it for United. You never would have thought, but I mean, here we are. Let's just ride it, sir. You got to ride the wave,
All day, baby, all day. On to the next 3 points.
At Burkett Mets, quote, excited to see this team believe in themselves and their ability to compete at the top level. A win against the title holders should boost the confidence in the squad. Where do the Sirs think Bruno ranks for best player in the league currently?
Number 1.
Sorry, you come to the biased take.
Number fucking 1, baby. It's not even close. I mean, it's like, it depends on how you do it. Like the most technically proficient player in the league, probably Kevin De Bruyne, but like the number 1 player in terms of influence, like MVP, if you would rank it on like American scale, like the most influential in terms of league performance, it's like without a doubt, it's like not even close. Last 12 months, he's like head and shoulders away from everyone. Maybe Grealish close, but it's like he's by far the best player in the league for me at the moment in terms of form.
Yeah, you got to say how do you define best? But you look at what United was without Bruno. You look at what we are with Bruno. You could put KDB on our side. I don't think he'd be pulling this whole team up. He doesn't seem to have that same attitude. Bruno's energy is infectious. He's number 1 player by a mile. He would transform any club, sir. We got to hold on to him. Dude,
he would have turned. I mean, honestly, if Jose signed him at Spurs, they'd win a league. It's like he just adds this edge that we needed, and then Cavani was like another just taste of that edge, and it's what United used to be all about. We used to have like killers all around the pitch. You didn't just have Roy Keane; you had like a whole list of killers, and we need that again. And we're slowly acquiring that, right? Because Bruno and Cavani are a different breed, but we have some killers in our own right? Like Rashford's got it, McTominay's got it. Brick by brick, baby. It's a young side.
Cavani as well.
Beast.
At Icy1 on Twitter, quote, what a game. Defense needs to stop switching off. The fight we showed to beat those Scouse Bastards was great, and always Bruno. At Jamie Clayton, quote, Ole owns Pep, and now he owns Klopp. The clown, Klopp himself. I like that, the clown. We need to win silverware to get this monkey off Ole's back and focus on our future with him. He's at the wheel, mate. He's doing his thing. You love to hear it.
You do love to hear it. I'm all about Ole. I think tactically he's going to get better and better. In-game decisions, he's going to get better. But man management, he's been killing it. He's been dealing with some of the biggest personalities in the league. And he also has seemingly an eye for talent. He spotted up this Ahmad kid. He might be another player, so he's been picking them out. They've all been pretty good. Hopefully Diallo joins that list.
I got a feeling. At Charlie_Ferris, quote, really good goals today. Happy for Mason to get his goal. Always good to beat the Scousers. Keep the good times rolling. Absolutely. At CJ Saz, quote, love to see it. Great job from the lads. At Jamal Mota, quote, sirs, this one broke the back of all the haters. Group chat is on fire. Ole has no role in this success. Pogba playing just for himself. Blah, blah, blah. Haters gonna hate. We still did it despite the spells of bad performances. Let's hope we get a draw. Let's hope we draw Bristol, but likely to get man shitty, sir.
Likely to get man shitty. They usually don't get big teams this early on, so it's unlikely we're going to get them. We'll probably get Spurs or somebody else, but who gives a shit? Bring them on, baby, because the red hot Manchester United, top of the table. I'm not afraid of anybody.
At JGW300, quote, the back line was our only real weakness today. Thiago didn't control the midfield like he did last match. We pressed, got plenty of shots. Greenwood and Rashford getting goals was great for their confidence. Bring on the Blades. You'll love it. And at Ulrich Bolson, at you Bolson on Twitter, quote, great perseverance from the team despite any sloppy defending. We come through against Klopp and his band of ruffians. Don't actually know his man of the match today. Any ideas? This team could and should win some silverware. Man of the match for you, sir.
I mean, you could say Greenwood, goal and assist. A lot of players played well today. Shaw was excellent again. I thought Cavani was terrific,
Shaw with that goal, though.
Yeah, I mean, he did check out, but then he turned on after that. So I'm going to give it to Greenwood. Goal and assist, that's hard to beat.
Bruno gets the winner. You can't even put him on a bench the full game, sir. He comes on. He wins it and almost gets the go. He almost gets another one with Cavani in that header. I mean, he's our Portuguese Magnifico.
And it's great because people were slagging him off because he went 3 games without a goal and assist, even though he could have had 6. And he gets a dagger. And the best is, sir, the best bit is Thiago ducking, bro. Thiago ducking. You can't, you got to take that in the chin.
So I can watch that highlight all day. I can watch it all day. Look, that's been the podcast. The American Red Devils, we are for fans, by fans. We really appreciate you guys listening. What a time to be a United fan, sir. The ups and the downs, the fight in this team. You love to see it. Top of the table, Sheffield United. Let's go. Let's get another 3 points. Let's carry on. We got a title to win.
We got a title to win. There's no small games. It doesn't matter if you're playing the 20th ranked team, so you got to beat them. Got to beat them.
If you want to support the podcast, check us out on Patreon, www.patreon.com/AmericanRedDevils. You can support us there. We have tiers from anything from $1 a month to $20 a month. We're giving away shirts, stickers, pins, scarves, you name it. Check out our online store, www.americanreddevils.com. Also, the blog content there is amazing. Drop a review on iTunes. Sir, give us our top cities last 7 days for downloads.
Number 1, how you doing? How you doing? Houston, Texas. Number 2, Oslo, Norway. Chicago, Illinois. Hotlanta, Georgia. Boston, Massachusetts. Middletown, Ohio. What a mix. San Francisco, California. Number 8, Dublin, Ireland. Sorry about McGregor. Got the shit kicked out of him. Big United fan. That was tough to see. Number 9, New York, New York. Number 10, LA, California. Appreciate all the downloads. We also got Wembley on the list. We got Dubai. We got Mexico City, sir. We got Toronto, Canada. We got Yanks all around. Appreciate the American Red Devils. Listen week in, week out, sir. Future is bright. Ooh, the future is bright.
Sir, yeah, pour it out for Conor McGregor. Big fan of the podcast. Only guy who has 150 million still getting in a cage to fight for his life. I know. What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. Sir, how good does it feel?
Always at the wheel, baby. Let's go. Come on, United.
Come on!